Hey, what's up everybody? In this video, I'm going to show you Happy Anna from the Frozen series. The drop rate for Happy Anna is identical to Courageous Simba, and she is going to be this month's lucky Tsum or lucky time Tsum if you are trying to get Happy Anna. But then, is Happy Anna really worth getting? I guess we'll find out at the end of this video. So let's first take a look at Happy Anna's ability description. Anna Tsums become high-scoring Anna Tsums and clears a horizontal line of Tsums. And the gameplay that you're currently watching right now is a skill level 1 game demonstration. And there's two things that you need to note here, that the skill range is going to be extra small, and the score multiplier here at skill level 1 is going to be 1.1. And by the way guys, if you guys are enjoying this type of content where I review Tsums and also talk about this month's missions, bingo cards, and leak videos, then definitely consider subscribing to this channel. I'll be giving you a lot more information as soon as they come out. Okay, back to Happy Anna, and in order for you to fully charge up Happy Anna's ability, it's only going to require you to clear 14 copies of her off the screen in order for you to activate her ability. So this is considered on the lower end. Her minimum score is 50 with a maximum score of 1079. So she is pretty good on the scoring side, especially because she's going to have a multiplier. Okay, and then if you want to get Happy Anna to skill level 6, you're going to need to get a total of 32 copies of her in the premium box. Let's also take a look at her skill chart. So every single time you level up her ability, two things will happen. Her skill radius is going to increase by size, and also the score multiplier is also going to increase. So when you level up the skill level from skill level 1 to skill level 2, the skill radius will go from extra small to small, and then you'll see a 1.6 increase as well in terms of the score boost. So what that means is that when you have her abilities activated, the multiplier is going to multiply by that much during that period of time. And this is also in reference to all the Happy Anna Tsums that are on the screen as well. So if you need a high scoring Tsum, then you definitely want to get Happy Anna, but you will likely to need to get her to level 50 as well to make her effective, because if you have her at the lower levels, she's not going to be as high scoring. So consider if you need a high scoring Tsum, then get Happy Anna, but you need to level her up to level 50 in order to be effective. Okay, so what I also want to show you guys is a side-by-side comparison of all three of the skill level. And like I just mentioned, there are two differences. It's going to be the skill range as well as the multiplier. So for skill level 1, skill range is extra small. Skill level 2, the skill range is small. And then skill level 3 is going to be medium. And then the multipliers, well, you can see there 1.42 for skill level 3, and we already covered skill level 1 and 2. So let's get into the strategy instead. Using Happy Anna is actually relatively simple. There's not much to it, but one thing that you will want to do is that before you activate her ability, just make sure that middle section where the horizontal line will go across, there's a lot of Tsums there. There is two components to her ability. First, she'll come out and dance, and you'll notice that some of the Tsums will become high-scoring Tsums, or high-scoring Annas to be specific. And those Tsums, if you take a closer look at the Happy Annas, they will have like a winky face, like one of her eyes is open. So those are going to be the high-scoring Happy Annas that are on the screen. So you might wonder what determines those Tsums to turn into Happy Annas. Well, it's completely random, but what I've noticed is that the game will try to target to change one specific Tsum into Happy Annas with the little winky eye. And that is generally around 6 to 8 Tsums that gets changed. So whatever is on your screen that has 6 to 8 Tsums, that's usually the one that it changes. Sometimes you will get lucky though that a bunch of Tsums will get changed. But for the most part, what I've experienced is somewhere between 6 to 8 for these lower skill level. But then again, you can get lucky and get like 10 or 12 Tsums changed into Happy Anna. It really depends on what kind of Tsums you have on the screen at the time. So the second thing that you want to do is you might want to pop the magic bubble right after it shows up, because usually the magic bubble will spawn in the middle of the screen. And when you pop bubbles, you definitely want to make sure that there's a lot of Tsums surrounding it, because that's how you're going to get a lot of coins. So keep that in mind. Her ability, you want to activate the ability and then pop that bubble right after you activate it. Alright, so let's take a look at her abilities activated at the same time, and then we can analyze it a little bit better. So this is in full speed, it goes kind of quick, so let me slow this down so you can see it. So Happy Anna comes out and does a little twirl, and a bunch of Tsums turn into these winky face. Like I mentioned earlier, you could differentiate which Tsums are the regular ones and which ones are Happy Anna by looking at the Tsums that are on the screen here. And if you carefully count them, you'll see that generally about 8 of them turns into Happy Anna. But again, this is completely random. This doesn't matter in any way. There are some times where you might get 10 or even 12. It really just depends which Tsum the game decides to change all of it into Happy Anna. One big difference between all 3 of the skill level and actually all 6 of the skill level is this thickness of the horizontal blast. This is going to get a lot thicker as you level up your Happy Anna. So the higher you go, the more you want to make sure that that center area is fully clear. By the time you get to skill level 6, you even want to give it a couple of seconds to make sure all of the Tsums are settled before you activate the ability. The longer the chain, the more coins you're going to get. But if you are using Happy Anna, you are likely using this Tsum to get a high score because she's not necessarily the best for coins. So you definitely want to keep that in mind. But regardless, if you are going for high score, you still want to get a bigger chain because the longer the chain, the higher the score is going to be. And after the ability fully plays through, it will generate a special magic bubble. Well, I guess it's not special, it's just a regular magic bubble. And it's going to have an ability in there. So for skill level 1, you see I got a coin bubble, and skill level 2 and 3, I got a score bubble. The higher you go in terms of your skill level, the more likely you're going to get a score bubble over all these other bubbles, because the max chain, you're going to get a score bubble essentially. And that's okay. If you are playing Happy Anna at the higher skill level, you could always expect a score bubble, unless you didn't really set up your screen and you don't get a perfect blast or perfect clear for the horizontal bar. And like I mentioned earlier, you definitely want to try to burst the magic bubble after that ability generates that bubble, because it'll maximize your ability to pop that bubble. Well, I guess you don't want to pop it right away. Like, give it like half a second for it to settle. Sometimes I know I've seen people play where they just hit it right away and it pops nothing. So give it like a split second where everything settles and then pop it. So overall, I think Happy Anna is a very easy Tsum to use, but when it comes to coins, Anna is not that great. Really, you're getting Anna for the scoring potential, and honestly, I haven't even gotten Happy Anna to level 50 yet, so it's really hard to say if she's even really that great of a score earner. And if you already have Cinderella and could get an insane amount of score, then you probably don't need Happy Anna. So let's take a look at the score here and also the coin earnings that I got for these game demonstration. Keep in mind, all of these were first gameplays, meaning that these were just my first attempts, so I have no practice with it whatsoever. So for skill level 1, I got 843 coins. Skill level 2, I got 1,596. And then for skill level 3, I got 1,692. So as you can see, all 3 of these skill levels are not worth using your coin boost and your 5-4. I would say recommend maybe even skill level 5 before you use the coin boost and also the 5-4. But keep in mind, you wouldn't be using Happy Anna for coins. And let's take a look at the score here. It's not that impressive, to be honest. For skill level 1, I got 2.5 million. Skill level 2 and 3, pretty close. 5 million for skill level 2 and 5.2 for skill level 3. So nothing too spectacular here. So that's my review for Happy Anna. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful in determining if you want to invest in Happy Anna or not. Personally, I probably wouldn't do it if I wasn't making these videos. So I would say save your coins. Don't spend it all on Happy Anna, or don't use your skill tickets on Happy Anna. And if you guys would like to see more Tsum Tsum content just like this, by the way, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And as always, thank you so much for watching.